cámara, ¿ok? Y si quiere estar grabado, puede dejar su cámara prendida, no importa. Okay?
Mine's are all you're
Ready?
recording, so I can't.
Yes, I'm recording.
Okay, so I can't do it though. It's not
Okay.
letting.
Okay, so then that's perfect then. Now we know it's recording.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. So just to reiterate, if you do not want to be in the video for tonight, please just turn your cameras off at this time. I'm going to continue. Do we need to pause for Chinese translation at the moment?
For
The video.
OK，大家晚上好那我们从现在开始呢，就要将我们今天的这个讨论会呢进行一个录屏。那如果您不想就是将您的这个图像啊，或者说您的这个视频呢展示出来的话呢，那您就可以将视频呢关掉，这样子我们就看不到您了。如果您不介意的话呢，您也可以开着您的视频。谢谢您的合作。
And to start our night, we just want to take about 2 minutes to express our gratitude and what we're grateful for this winter season. So I'm going to show you parents and families tonight how to use Padlet. And we're going to use that to, oops, let me just escape out of this for 1 second, how to share with the community what we're grateful for. So you're going to go to the Padlet and I'll share the link in the chat in just a moment. You're going to click the plus sign on the bottom. You can type your name in if you want, or you can leave it anonymous, and you're just going to share something, what you're grateful for this season. I'm grateful for my school community, my students, and my health. So just take about 2 minutes. I'm going to share the link right now in the chat with you.
Ok, padres, vamos a hacer una actividad esta noche simplemente diciendo de qué estás agradecido esta temporada en invierno. Por favor, tómense 2 minutos para compartir con nosotros en el panel lo que está agradecido. Ok, so por ejemplo, la señora Wenser compartió con nosotros que está agradecido por la escuela, la comunidad y nuestros estudiantes y la salud de todos. No tiene que poner su nombre, simplemente lo puede dejar con el comentario.
好的，那在我们的这个研讨会开始之前呢，我们将进行一个小的互动活动。那您可以在对话框中看到有一个链接，请点击这个链接，然后在我们的 Padlet 的这个平台上呀，你可以打出您在这个这个季节，在这个冬季，或者说在这个节日的这个期间，您最想感谢的事情是什么？请将您要感激或感谢的事情呢打在这个方框中。
Awesome. So I see 2 parents or family members already wrote in. So just we'll take 1 more minute for this icebreaker activity this evening.
Perfecto, ya veo que algunos están poniendo algunos comentarios. Excelente, muchísimas gracias. Vamos a darle a todo el mundo 2 minutos más.
All right, so we're going to continue on at this moment. Do you agree, teachers? We'll continue on, and we can always check the Padlet again later. So I'm going to go back to my screen. I'm going to click present. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So at this time, we are going to enable the interpretation mode to allow families to select either Chinese, Spanish, or English. So once you log on to the Zoom meeting, obviously you're already here, you can click on the interpretation tab on the bottom, the menu bar. Once you click this tab, you will have the option to choose the desired language that you prefer to listen to the presentation. We have English, Spanish, and Chinese translations available for you tonight.
Ok, padres. Ahora en este momento vamos a seleccionar el lenguaje que deseas oír esta reunión. Abajo en la reunión se va a ver un globo como un mundo y va a seleccionar si quiere oír la presentación en inglés, en español o en chino. Ok, selecciona el lenguaje que deseas usar escuchar nuestra reunión. Ok.
那稍后呢，我们将进行研讨会的翻译，我们将进行同步的翻译，所以呢，在您的稍后呢，你在您的这个屏幕上面会出现 翻译语言的选择。当这个选择跳出来之后呢，请选择您需要的语言。我们今天的会议呢，将以3种语言呈现，英语、西班牙语和中文。
Okay, once I start the interpretation, if you are able to hear the language that you preferred, that you chose, please just give us a thumbs up so that we know that you could hear us. I'm going to start it right
Let's
now.
tell the parents about the questions too for the end first before we translate.
Perfect.
So, parents, we know that you might have questions during tonight's workshop, so please just wait until the end. We're going to provide you with a link that you can share your questions with us. We want to make sure we get to everyone's response and that we answer them thoroughly and accurately. So please just wait until the end, because I noticed there are some messages in the chat box and we want to make sure we can save all the questions to answer them for you.
Ok, padres, en este momento estamos seleccionando el lenguaje. Yo sé que vamos a tener multi preguntas y queremos contestarle a las preguntas a todos. So, por favor, escriben sus preguntas en el chat y también al final de nuestra reunión le vamos a enviar un formulario que puedes llenar y también poner sus preguntas. Y de entonces ahí para adelante le vamos a enviar un correo electrónico respondiéndole a sus preguntas o en la próxima sección que vamos a tener en la semana que viene, ¿ok?
在我们的会议过程当中呢，如果你有任何的问题，您可以在对话框中输入您的问题，或者呢，在我们会议结束之后呢，我们会将一个链接发给您它是关于我们讨论会后期反馈的一个调查问卷，您可以在调查问卷上写出您的问题或者是任何的评论，还有想法或者建议。
All right, I'm going to start it right now. Here we go. Don't forget about those thumbs up.
Ok, nos da un signo, por favor, si ya podían seleccionar el lenguaje preferido, un signo así con el dedo para arriba, que todo está bien y estamos listos para comenzar.
好的，那接下来呢，我们就要正式开始今天的研讨会了。您会在屏幕呢中间呢会看到一个语言的选择，请记住点击您需要的语言，然后听到我们相对应的语言之后呢，请竖起一个大拇指，表示您听到了您选择的语言。
Okay, here we go. All right, your interpretation is on. So if you could just give us a thumbs up when you hear Spanish, Chinese, or English. Make sure you click the globe on the bottom.
I think it's working, Miss Flakewitz. I see Mr. Rand speaking and Ms. Zhang speaking as well. So I'm going to continue them.
I hope it's working. Okay. Oh, I see some thumbs up in the chat. Perfect.
Okay, awesome.
All right, great. So here we go. This is what we are going to show you guys tonight, and it's a little bit of an agenda, and this is actually what some of your children have at school. So the first thing we're going to do is navigate your interpretation option, which we did. So you should be hearing this in English or in Chinese or in Spanish. The second thing we're going to do tonight is go through all the steps to navigating Google Classroom, the search bar, how we go to google.com. That's super important for us to be able to navigate through. The third thing we're going to do is show you guys how to sign in to your 143q.in email address. That is your Google email address. So we are going to walk you through those steps. The fourth thing we're going to show you is how to find that waffle menu bar that some of your teachers might be saying, oh, go to the waffle, click the waffle. That's how you find your Google Classroom. That is what we're going to show you. Another thing we're going to show you is how to find your class. What the stream is, what the classwork tab is, how to use Google Calendar, and how some teachers might actually use Zoom to communicate with their children. And last but not least, we are going to take a few questions and some comments and let you complete a survey.
I'm just going to wait a few moments to switch the screen from the text from Mr. Rand. Just give her a moment. Okay, so the next thing we're going to show you are the steps to navigating your Google Classroom, how to get to the search bar. So parents, the best way to get to your Google Classroom, you actually want to use Google Chrome. If you have Google Chrome, when you're ready, you will need to choose a search engine. Google Chrome works best with Google Classroom and its features. So you're going to go to the search engine at the top of your bar, the search bar, and you can type in www.google.com. And then you're going to click enter and return to the keyboard. So this is what your screen will look like. And you will see this at the top. You just simply type in www.google.com and it will take you to Google.
Okay, so the email address that you guys want to sign in with is your 143q.in email address. And when you sign in, always remember to sign in with this email address because this is what is linked to Google Classroom. This is the email address that your teacher has given your child, and you will have access to Google Classroom, your 143Q email. All of those things are intertwined with this email address. If you're unsure of it, just ask your teacher.
Just waiting for the thumbs up from, oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Mr. Rand, can you just let them know to just to remember to have themselves muted, please?
So
And
we're
sorry, Miss Wander, I just wanted to add, if you had just hopped on, remember you can click the interpretation link on the bottom. It looks like a globe, and you just choose your language on the bottom, either English, Spanish, or Chinese. This way you could hear the presentation in all languages.
awesome. So once you select your language, if you just hopped on, we're going to continue. And tonight's session is being recorded. So this way you can always watch it at a later date to refresh your memory or if you need help with any of the features on Google. So the next thing we're going to go over is the waffle menu that you hear so much about. On the top right corner of your Google account, once you sign in to your Google, your G Suite, you're going to see your waffle icon. So you would see it over here and you see we've enlarged the icon. It's literally a picture of a waffle. On the top right hand corner of your Google window, there is a waffle menu with 9 dots. This menu has everything you need to navigate Google Classroom. When you click on the waffle, you'll see all of the different features and tools Google has for your child at home to access. And we're going to go into depth in that in just a moment.
Okay, so finding your class should be rather simple once you click Google Classroom from that waffle menu. Once you click that waffle menu and you click Google Classroom, this will come up and it shows your classes. Now for myself, I have two classes. I have class 303 and another class option. Once you're on this app, Google Classroom, you will be able to click your class. So if I was to do it, I would click class 303 and it will open your child's class. Some of you may also have more classes, such as speech or any other related service providers like counseling, and they also have separate classes most of the time, so you can click those classes as well to check their updates. I just want to reiterate, Ms. Weintraub, maybe you could just hop right back to that interpretation slide so we can show them one more time. Mr. Rand, if you could just translate this as well. We want to make sure that you can understand the presentation in your preferred language. So please click that, the globe at the bottom, it says interpretation. There's a red box around it, and please click the language that you prefer.
So we'll just wait a minute so the parents can select their language. We didn't do this part yet, right?
Nope, that's what we're up to now.
So after you select your class, that might either be your child's classroom teacher or their related service provider, you will enter the stream. And if you notice at the top left, it will say stream. The stream is one of the tabs on your child's Google Classroom. The stream is where your teacher may post important messages, meeting times, updates, etc. Please make sure to always check this stream for any new updates. Remember to always refresh your page. Updates, teachers post throughout the day. Some teachers may post throughout the day, so just make sure you refresh that page because you will see the latest announcement or message from your teacher on the stream, almost like a live feed when you go on Instagram or Facebook, very similar to that.
And just want to add to what Ms. Weinzierl said, when you're on the iPad, however, your menu, your stream, your classwork, your people, your grades, that's actually on the bottom of your screen. So this is on a laptop where it's on the top of the screen, but on an iPad, which many of you guys do have from the DOE, it is on the bottom of your screen.
I'm seeing some messages pop up in the chat. There, you should see the translation link on the bottom, parents, the globe.
It says interpretation.
All right, so just make sure you select interpretation and select your language, whether that may be English, Spanish, or Chinese on the bottom of the Zoom. Okay, next we have the classwork tab. So we have stream, and then next is classwork. And Ms. Flakewood said this is on the bottom, this tab if they're using an iPad at home. And this is a laptop view, parents. If you're using an iPad or a tablet at home, this will be on the bottom of the page. The classwork tab is next to the stream tab. And this is where you will find assignments and material that your child will need. So any daily assignments or reading, writing, math, materials like your child's toolbox may be in classwork.
And also, just to add to that, what Ms. Weinzierl said, every teacher does it differently. So maybe some teachers might do it by the day and they might write all of their assignments, or they might do it by the week or by the subject. Every teacher is different. So if you're unsure, it's definitely a great option for you to reach out and ask the teacher how they present their classwork.
You know what I was just wondering, Ms. Flakewitz? So I'm recording tonight's session. I wonder if I get different recordings. Oh,
They get the main recording.
okay. Good to know for the next time.
And we could always do a voiceover though.
Perfect. Great.
Ms. Weinzierl, we could take a survey and see what language should be the majority.
I love that idea, Ms. Flakewitz.
All right.
Mr.
Great.
Annan, Ms. saying thumbs up?
Ready? Cool. All right. So at that, we're going to go back to that waffle menu because it's always there at the top right-hand corner of your window, of your Google window. So when you click that waffle menu and you go through all of the little options, right next to slides, the yellow, is Google Calendar. And in Google Calendar, some of the teachers might link their Google Meet or their Zoom link to the Google Calendar and assign it beforehand. This way, it could be easier for you. You click the Google Calendar and you might see some scheduled Google links, Google Meets, and Zoom links. All right, great, Ms. Weinzierl.
So, and I just want to say, a parent made an announcement. They just wrote, it may be, the translation may be confusing when it happens after the English. So if you don't hear anything right away, parents, the translation is coming. It's just the language is paused for a moment and then you'll hear the language you selected. All right, and we just would like to share that some teachers and service providers may use different platforms other than Google Meet or Google Classroom. Some teachers may be using Zoom, what we're using tonight, to present their work and have live sessions with your children at home. So if that's the case, just follow the link that your teacher or provider sends you and use it as you would use Google Classroom. And if you're unsure, please reach out to your child's teacher or service provider to clarify which platform they are using.
And also, Ms. Weinzierl, where they're posting their link. We have to remember, are we checking the Google Stream? Is it in the Google Classroom? Is it in the Google Calendar? These are all things that we went over tonight, and you could apply it to when you are looking for your link.
Excellent point, Ms. Flakowitz.
All right. So right now, if you have any questions or comments, I know a lot of you have been typing into the chat. So like Ms. Weinzierl said earlier, we actually want to hear from you. We want your feedback. So right now, Ms. Weinzierl posted a link to a Google form. It is in the chat right now, and we want to hear from you guys. So this is a great place for you to post your questions so that we could really filter through it and see exactly what you guys need to know, what you're wondering, what your concerns are, what you're thinking about and what you need help with. And then we could use it to get back to you guys. We want to get back to each and every one of you. We love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much.
Yes, and just to reiterate what Ms. Lakewood said, your voice matters, and we are going to use your feedback to guide our next session and to help us prepare material for you that you or your child and family may need.
Yes.
And then Ms. Flakewitz, I'll just show them our information, and then we can take the translation, I guess, off at the very end from Ms. Espinoza.
Perfect. Yes, definitely. And maybe when the translation's off, we can just show them one more time live. Maybe you could screen share and we could show them how to click it.
Okay, I see Ms. Duran is good, Ms. Zhang, awesome. And this is our school social media account. So if you're not following us, please follow PS143 on Instagram. We have our school website, Twitter, and we have a YouTube page where we're going to share tonight's video. We will also email you sometime this week tonight's video session and the slides for our presentation tonight. So this way you can use it at a later date. All right, and we have one last slide.
All right, so please, please, please stay connected with us. These are our personal school email addresses. So if you want to jot them down, you're more than welcome to. You could take a picture of them. And also these are our Instagram handles, our Instagram accounts for PS143. Please follow us. This way you are able to see updates that we all post. You could take a picture.
Before I exit out of this, Ms. Flakewitz, should I go to that slide with the interpretation again? One more last time?
Yes, and I'm going to shut off interpretation.
Okay.
So Mr. Rand and Ms. Zhang can go ahead and say it out loud, and then we could maybe do like a trial with them.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so. All right, so I just ended the interpretation, so you should be able to hear all of us at the same time now, right? Mr. Rand, you want to give it a try so we could hear?
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
we hear you, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so Mr. Rand, can you walk them through how to click that interpretation link again?
Sí, so yo vi en el comentario que algunos estamos usando el teléfono durante la reunión. So yo sé que en el teléfono la aplicación Zoom es diferente que usando una tableta. Si usted está usando una tableta, abajo de la reunión, usted va a ver este mundo, el globo, ¿ok? Vamos a presionar eso en la ok, perfecto. Vamos a presionar y ahí usted lo puede presionar y va a ver los lenguajes que deseas escuchar la reunión. En inglés, en chino y en español. Selecciona el español, solamente va a escuchar la reunión en español.
So Miss Duran, it's actually not enabled right now. So you tell me when you want me to enable it and they could try it.
Okay. You know, one of them said that they're using the cell phone, so it is different on a cell phone, so they're not gonna see it.
I'm curious about the tablet.
Okay. So ahora si estamos usando la tableta, vamos a practicar el lenguaje, la opción del lenguaje otra vez y nos deja saber si podías seleccionar el lenguaje que deseas, ¿ok? Vamos a hacerlo ahora mismo. Go ahead.
Okay, let me start it.
好的，那我们
All right, it's on. Mr. Man, can you write in the chat and just see if everybody was able to choose a language? Perfect. So that's great. Tablet works better. Okay, great. Thank you so much for checking that out for us. I'm going to end the interpretation so this way we can end and wrap it up. All right, I'm so glad that the tablet works a little bit better.
Perfecto. So in the future meetings, now we know that it has to be used on a tablet.
Yep. Perfect. All right, parents, please make sure that you click that link in the chat and fill out that Google form. We can copy and paste it one more time.
You guys can still see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so parents, when you log on when you click the link, this will take you to our post survey for tonight's workshop. Please provide us with your email, and then you can share with us something that you may have learned, or if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for follow-up workshops, please mention them in the survey tonight, because this will help guide our next session with you.
And Ms. Weinzierl, do you think that we can send this Google form out for our parents?
Absolutely. I'm thinking this can go with the same email for tomorrow with the video link and then the slides as well.
Great.
So we'll combine it in all one email for you, families, for the families.
Okay, so ahora mismo este es el formulario que van a llenar con su correo electrónico. También comparte con nosotros lo que aprendiste durante esta sección. Luego, por favor, danos un comentario o una pregunta o lo que deseas aprender más adelante en nuestra sección en el futuro, ¿ok?
那我们现在显示的这个呢，是我们今天的这个研讨会的后期调查。那如果你有什么问题呢，或者是评论，或者任何的建议，您可以点击我们对话框中的链接来填写这个调查表。那或者是呢明天我们也会将这个链接呢通过邮件的方式呢发给您，您也可以进行填写。
Parents, thank you so much for attending, and we're so happy to see you. I know our amazing parent coordinator, Ms. Espinosa, wants to hop on and just share a few words with you guys. So Ms. Espinosa, anytime that you're ready, you can hop on.
Muchísimas gracias, padres, para entrar en nuestra reunión. Me alegro de todos. En este momento, la señora Espinosa, ¿deseas decirle un mensaje?
那我们的家庭协调员呢，今天也在我们的会议当中啊。那么稍后呢，他会进入到我们的会议间，然后跟我们打招呼。
In the meantime, while we're waiting, we just want to share with you. Go ahead, and then I'll go after.
Can you guys see me? Because I've never actually used this on my phone. This is the
I
first.
can see it.
We
So I'm
can.
doing something tech savvy and new today. All right, awesome. Hola, padres. I'm going to say it in English first. I just want to let all parents know, first of all, I want to thank the girls for doing a phenomenal job. As usual, this is our A team, and we're all very, very blessed to have them. We are going to be doing coffee with the parent coordinator. It's going to be every Monday, and we're going to alternate the time. So 1 week we're going to do it in the morning, 1 week we're going to host it in the afternoon, and 1 week we're going to host it in the evening. So I want to try to reach all of our parents, and I know that we have different schedules and it can be very hectic, and I know that a lot of you try to reach out to me at times and you can't, and I totally understand, and a lot of times I'm not at my desk. It's just the way life is right now. So I want to try to make myself available as much as possible. All right, so I'm going to send invitations out. It's going to be via Zoom every Thursday evening. You will get one. Please make sure that we have your email address and you signed up. That's super, super important because I'm going to use that list to generate my invitations. Okay. Do I need to translate or do we have the translator online? I know you said we had figured that out, Penny.
Yes,
What should I do?
So I would have to enable it again. So if you want to just go ahead and translate.
Okay, no, I'll do it. That's fine. Okay. Hola, padres. Gracias por atender. Quiero decir gracias a las profesoras que están aquí con nosotros porque sin él no podemos hacer nada. Yo estoy muy orgullosa que son con PS 143, son las mías favoritas. Te lo digo de mi corazón. Ok, te quiero invitar todas las semanas, todos los lunes. Yo estoy haciendo café con la coordinador de padre. Lo estamos haciendo todos los lunes. Una semana en la mañana y una semana en la tarde. So, todos los padres pueden asistir y atender. Yo te mando una invitación, no sé, el viernes, más o menos, el viernes en la mañana, los más tarde, usted lo recibe en su correo electrónico. Si usted no lo recibe, mándame un correo electrónico preguntando que yo te mando la invitación. Ok, porque yo sé que es difícil tantas veces a contactarme en la escuela. Yo sé porque tantas veces yo estoy caminando o estoy al teléfono y no puedo atender a todos. So, espero que eso es un ayuda por todo y por mí también. Porque si yo no soy que usted está pensando, yo no te puedo ayudar. Ok, so muchísimas gracias por todo y los vemos. Ok. Miss Chang, Miss Zhang, I don't know if you want to translate, that would be awesome.
Sure. No problem.
Thank you.
OK 那么这是我们的家庭协调员那么他呢是负责我们所有家长的大小的事务的。那么每周四呢晚上呢他会给所有的家长，就是注册了我们家长新闻的所有的家长，就是他有所有这些注册的邮箱那么他会通过这些邮箱呢发出一些邀请的链接。那么他尽量呢会把一些会议，就是跟家长见面的这个会议呢，安排在每周的早上、中午还有下午的时间分别都是分开的，然后可以供家长呢进行选择哪一个就是方便的时间段。有些时候呢，您可能发邮件或者是打电话来联系这个家长专员，我们的 Miss Jia 那么没有找到他他也是能理解的因为就是说很多时候呢，他是在学校走来走去的有很多的事务，所以您要是联系不到他的时候呢请您理解他那么您发邮件呢，他会将相关的这个信息会回复给您的，请您耐心一些。谢谢。
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
No problem.
No problem.
All right, guys, have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. All right, parents, thank you so much for joining us. We had such a fun Talk About It Tuesday, and we are going to do our next session. We're going to do it twice a week. So it's going to be on Tuesdays, and it's going to be every other Tuesday. So our next session, you will get an email about and notification. This way we can tell you and keep you updated with all of our future Talk About It Tuesdays.
Muchísimas gracias a todos. Me alegro verlo y estar presente en esta noche. Simplemente estamos aquí para ustedes. vamos siempre a hacer esta sección cada otro martes, ¿ok? Y vamos a trabajar junto con ustedes con todas sus preguntas y comentarios para hacer nuestras secciones más adelante, ¿ok? So, por favor, llene el formulario para ver qué área necesita más ayuda en Google Classroom. Por ejemplo, cómo entregar trabajo, cómo ver los grados del estudiante. Comente y pon todas las preguntas que tienes para que podamos contestarla en su correo electrónico privado, y también podemos hacer otro programa enfocándose más en esa área, ¿ok? Vamos siempre a hacer esta sección cada otro martes, ¿ok? Y le vamos a enviar la información de nuestra reunión por correo electrónico.
那再次感谢呢家长们来参加我们今天的这个家长研讨会希望呢我们今天提供的这些信息呢对您有所帮助。那么我们这样的家长研讨会呢会每隔2周进行一次然后呢您会收到我们的这个邀请的链接通过这个邮件的形式如果您对我们这个家长研讨会有什么样的建议，或者说您想得到哪方面的这个帮助和支持，您也可以通过这个后期的调查问卷告诉我们，这样子呢，我们就会安排您需要的一些信息。再次感谢大家。
All right, adios.
Bye, los quiero todos. Nos vemos mañana. Tengan una linda noche.
Gracias.
I'm gonna stop recording right now.
Bye.